Today in this fantastic Friday episode, we have low-key on a budget. And that's the main part, that's part two. And part one, we will have a quick update on what's happening in the Picz world. And then a very, very quick chat time. But this week, I've been very fortunate. I had a photographic job with an ice hockey camp, Oshna Ice Hockey Academy. I was their photographer for 2 days this time, and I'm up there again on and off all through the summer, photographing their various camps. So perhaps next week I will share some of those photos with you in the part two. I've yet to edit them. So let's get into the screen. And then, yeah, part three. I'll just have a quick look at the numbers as we often do. So see if this works. Oh, it's clever. That's amazing. It is amazing. Right. So we had our monthly meeting, which I couldn't go to. Everyone knew that I couldn't go to that one, and that was, I don't really know what happened there because I wasn't there. But hopefully you enjoyed yourself. It's the first face-to-face that happened since the corona. And then yesterday we would have had the composition techniques and common mistakes, and that was with Magda. By the way, thanks to everyone who contributes to the workshops and makes them happen for everyone. And there's a few which keep on coming up, but we would like some more to come forward to do these workshops to share your experiences. So we have this is Magda here. This is a little bit later on. The 11th of August is our next monthly meeting. By the way, I may or may not be doing these photographic Fridays on a regular basis over the summer holidays because I don't really know what's going on over the summer holidays. We're away on holiday quite a lot, so they may not be as frequent. Just to warn you. Okay, so and then from the 13th to July to the 16th of August, this is where the school vacations are on. The vacations in America, it's school holidays. So in that time period, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Photographic Fridays because we are very busy. And then 11th of August, you have a monthly meeting, and then the 13th. Magda's back again, and then on the 20th of August we have the after work shoot. Then we have another workshop on the 22nd, and then in September we have many more things coming on in September, which is good. So I think I'm going to leave that there now. Thanks for everyone who watches this little segment. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed part two. In this video, we're going to be shooting low light in a small space on a budget. And we have our friend, friend Stanley and Pengy. And because I don't have any models here at the moment, this is ideal just to practice on. So with Pengy, I want some light just coming around the side here and here. I'm going to light Stanley. So, let's just do this because we're on a bit of a budget. Let's just run through here and see what we're going to be playing with today. Now, we do have a little bit of an upgrade with a softbox with a grid. And this allows us to have nice soft light but directed, so none will be spilling on the background. But we will also try it with the brolly as well, just to try it and see if we can get roughly the same result with the brolly. We have 3 light stands and 3 flashes. These are YN 560s Mark IIIs, and they're very good. They are very good. They're a little bit slow on the recycling, but we're on a budget. This is the trigger for it. This is the YN 560 trigger TX controller. This is the 510, 550, 100, whatever you want to call it. It's by Nikon, and we have a standard lens on there, 50mm lens. So that's it, and I will measure it all out for you to show you exactly the space that we are playing. Excuse me. So let's get straight to it. I'll take some photos with the photo on. Oh god, the iPhone. I'm going mad. Okay, so you don't need a background, but because it's very bright outside, I need to cut it down. But I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to put it on the black side. I'm going to put it on the white side. So any light that comes back, we can see. We can also shoot this on a white wall, but I don't want to move the furniture because I'm lazy. But I have this as an easy fix. But these are really good. But if you find it difficult to fold them up, it's quite easy. Get at the top here, bend it over, wrist in, and then fold over, and then it's done. Nice and easy. I'll show you that again. Bend the over like this in half, round, 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 done. Easy. Even easier to open up. So I'm going to put this on the white side. Put that up there. So when we first of all, we need to make sure in our camera settings we have a nice black back screen. So there's no light. We cut out all the ambient light. So I'm going to start off at ISO 200. Turn this camera on. ISO 200. Shutter speed of 200. 200 shutter speed. And let's go f8. F8. ISO 200. F8 at 200. Now, we've got to have a nice black screen, so let's take the first photo. Good. As you can see here, it's a black screen. Here, this is what I'm on about here. You do need to cut some of the light out, but this is white. So we're going to go, we've got a choice here. We can't really change the shutter speed anymore, because if we do, we may fall foul of the sync speed on the flashes. Because if I go to 1 to 50th a second with this camera, sometimes it works, sometimes I get a nice black line down there. So it's better and safer for this particular camera to go 1/200th of a second. So we need to close down the light a little bit. One of my favorites, so we have a choice of either going to f11 or moving the ISO down to 100. Some cameras, lower end cameras, they don't go down to ISO 100, so I'm going to go the other way, f11. So here, f11, oops, this is f8, f9, 10, 11, 200 per second. Let's take that photo. Get some on the outside as well. So that's nice and black. This is what I want. Nice black screen and the daylight outside. But this is white. This is good. So that's what we want. So always what we do is we always start from the back. So we set the lights here first, the background, and then we set the key light. So this is C. This is C. We bare bulbs, and I want it roughly as high. If you turn it on, and then if you go right the way down to 128, that's the weakest. You can then fire it roughly where you like. I like the way that light's going there. And if you look here, there's not a great deal of light spill going on there. Let's move that closer. There's a little bit of light spill on this. Feather it a bit more. And this is on 80mm zoom at the moment. So we do have a choice. We can actually close that zoom down a little bit. And this is This is B, so this is C, this is B. And we want these roughly symmetrical and roughly the same height. Rotate this one as well. And this is at 128 to 80 millimeters. That's more. So what I'm doing is I'm flashing this, and every time I flash it, I'm just seeing where the light is falling here and around here. And at the moment it's hitting here, but as I look on the front, I'm just looking for a line. I don't want too much coming round. Could be really clever here. I wonder if we can tilt it. So let's tilt this. We haven't done tilting before, but we'll tilt this and see what it looks like. Ooh, that way better. That's at 90 degrees. We'll move this one at 90 degrees. 90 degrees. And then like this. Ooh. Do the same thing again. Up. That's good there. Hit. Look at the back as well. So that one's there. This one needs to cut now. And again. Ooh. Ah. That's still stronger than the other one. But this is. There's not much coming back on that, so that was okay. Okay, so I'm going to take a photo now. Once we have the camera settings in, we don't touch them. We're just now adding light. So the most important thing is that we have a black screen. So let's just take a photo of this. Did they fire? They didn't. They won't fire, will they? Because I've got a trigger on there. But interestingly, it's really not dark enough. So I will now take it up to what settings we on now? Can't find the settings. F100. It should be 200. And F11 to cut down that ambient light. And just taking the photo. Yes, that's better. Black screen again. Black screen. So let's put the trigger on. See what the trigger is saying. We are on. So A is 32. We're not interested in that one yet. B is 128. C is 128. You see what the zoom is? 80. Okay, just take a photo of that. 1, 2, 3. That one. Is that right? Let's have a look. That one's far brighter. I wonder why that one's brighter. First, move the lights, take another photo. That's better. Much better. Okay, so we have this. So we have some light, which is coming down both sides. It's cutting it out. His face, Stanley's face out. Nothing on the front here. The background is nice and dark. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a little darker. So we're going to go F2. Let's go. One more stop. F16. I'll make the background darker, but it's also now cut these lights down by half a stop, so I may have to up them one stop to from 128 to 164. Oh, I know, I like that. I really like that. That has improved it a lot. We have perfect cutouts round here and here. Really nice. So we don't touch anything now. Now let's try the cheaper option to start off with, which is which is the Brawley without the grid. I believe this is going to be possible to do it. Let's move that up. Move it up to there. A bit higher. Brawley. You can't really see if I do that. So we're going to put this flash on, which it is. It's 132. Let's take it down to 128. And we're going to put the Brawley on. Now when we add the key light, we don't want any of the light spilling onto the background, because as soon as we have light spilling on the background, then it's going to go grey. So let's place that there. This is on. This is 132 at the moment. Let's push it up to, let's try half power. And stand here and we can see how much light's going to come on here. A lot. So this will go grey. Let's do this again. Oh, hang on. We've knocked it again. 200. Right, let's try it again. That's better. See now, Stanley's nicely exposed, but the thing is, that background is grey, which we do not want. Want that nice and black. So I'm going to bring this a little bit closer forward and closer. A little bit closer. Feather it off a little bit. Just a little bit. And it's on half power at the moment. So I actually think half power is a little bit too much. That's gone half again. Why it goes half? I've no idea. That's why. The problem with this camera is every time I pick it up, I seem to knock this. And if you get a line like this, it's because the shutter speed is too quick. So we've got to go back down to 200th of a second, f16, and then we're going to cut this down. Let's go 2 stops on this. So as 1 stop is a 4th, 1 stop is an 8th. There might be somewhere in the 4 part then. I like that. That's really nice. That's really good. It's a little bit of shade on the back, but I think that's acceptable for what we want. Yeah. I could go a little bit more. We come a little bit closer and tilt and away. Try that. Close as I dare to go. Tilt that away. Let's move that after a little bit. As long as the subject, you stand behind it. As long as the subject, if you feather the light around and come back in, as long as this skin here is not on Stanley, it should be good. Right, let's do this one more. I think that's about, that's 100 I say. Why? 100 ISO. That's better. Every time I pick the camera up, I just tilt it. I just touch it for some reason. There we go. So that's a little bit, maybe a little bit better. Right. The only thing I can do is just increase the zoom on it's in 24. Let's take it to 105. One change and see what that does. That is horrible. It's got a great big, oops. It's got a great big line here. I don't like that. So that has to be at 24. Let's try half and half. Let's take it down to 80. Oh, that's better. It's darker. That's nice. I like that. That's nice. Okay, so that is with the umbrella. Let's put the softbox on. Take it off, put the softbox on. And this will make a difference because it's nice soft light and it's nice soft light. Take this off. But it's also gridded, so it will direct that soft light. Put that there. So this is nice and simple. It just goes on like that. Tighten that down. Tighten that in. There you go. Plop that on there like that. That may be just a bit close now. Let's move that away. As long as we're feathered on him, that's good. That's on 8th power. Now we need to make sure that this zoom is wide open to fill that box. It's on 70. Let's move that to 24. And let's take a test shot. Look at aim. Right, let's go here and have a look to see if anything's spinning on. A little bit, but it may be acceptable. So let's have a look. We are on 200 f16. And it's more of a split. Let's move this to here. And hopefully not on there. Ooh, maybe right, may not be. That actually needs to go up a bit. There we go. Right. I've got half light on there. Well, see where's going on here. Move that round. On there, feathered. That's nice. I like that. Now, let's take a photo for real now. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and Pengy. That is really nice. Let's go back. I'm more interested on the face on this and zoom this in. Pengy separated. Good, I think that's good. So, I'll take a photo with this. Show you what it looks like. Da, 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 da. Photo there. And people ask me at weddings, when I used to shoot weddings, and they used to say to me, don't you worry about people taking photos with their cameras, their handies. I say no, because I was getting something completely different, and you can see that we're getting things completely different. So let's have a look at the all-important measurements. Okay, so from the subject to the background is 1 meter, 1 meter 70. From here to here it is 1 meter. From here to here, it's also about 90 centimetres a metre. From here to here, it is 80-ish. I was stood here, which you just can't see. So that is about, from the background to here is about 3.5 metres. So you could do, if you say 4 metres, you're good. And from here to here, I think it's about 2.5 metres. I've measured it for several times. Right? Yeah, 2.5 metres. So by 4 metres and 2.5 metres, you can shoot this, and you can shoot it with white walls, because obviously you can see here it's all white walls. If you need to cut down, the light, just have grey light, or flip this round. If you flip this round to a dark, I know not everyone's going to have this. That's why I wanted to shoot it on a white board, because more people have got white in their flats. But even that, if I take a photo of that with the sunlight behind it, it's not completely black. It's certainly darker, but it's not black. So let's take a photo of this. That's really nice. Oops, can't see it. That's good. Okay, so I will. I'll leave that there now. This was done in one take. I'm quite pleased with that. One take, and maybe there might be a second part of this when Sammy and Susie arrive from school. We may have models, we may not. But if not, then from me, Stanley and Pengy, till next time, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Well, I hope you enjoyed part 2, and no doubt I'll put a couple of photos here and here. I did shoot the children, but I didn't really, I didn't record it because I had to go straight back to school, and it was just literally zack, and it was done. But I think what I will do a little bit later on is probably repeat the whole process. So I'll walk through again everything, and then actually have a proper photo shoot with a model. So yeah, I think that'd be good. Okay, so let's get into the screen for my favourite part of the show. It is part 2, and basically just having a quick look at the numbers, so we don't have a great deal of time this week. So yes, sorry, I should be looking at this camera. Yes, this caught my eye, and it's a bit of a power of music, really. I'm not going to play it all because I get notifications of copyright issues up on this, so it's a bit annoying. But this little girl starts it all off. It's really interesting to watch. And it goes on, and it's just more and more people come in, and in the end it's really fantastic. I think to be there at that time they did that, it would have been really moving. And just watch it, it's a good watch. So yeah, that's on. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, I don't know why these random things come up on my side, on the side here. Let's get rid of this. And it's this marching bands, and I've never seen anything like this before, and it was just amazing to watch. But I'm not going to play all, and if you want to watch it, you can watch a bit through. But it's really interesting how the shapes that they produce and the precision is just incredible. It's just something to just watch and admire. So anyway, right, let's get on to look at the numbers. And a little bit of Edinburgh Airport. Now, this also caught my eye. Adverts. Get rid of the sound. Adverts. Oh no, it's not adverts. This is so. And it's the 26th of June this was recorded, but it's just no one there. It's just ghostly. And if you looked a little while back on some of the other videos, they show cruise ships like this, and it's just so weird. We've been here in this, and normally it's so busy, but just to see it closed is just weird. Really weird. All the links to this is below if you want to check it out. I always enjoy watching this. Is the Webcams of Venice, just to see what's been going on. Let's turn this down a little bit. And really, I'd just like to see one clip, and that is the St. Mark's Square. But look, there's far more going on here now. Far more. You only have to go back a few weeks and see there's very little. And look, it's just gradually coming alive. This is what I like to see, this one here. And before, there was no one. Just have a look back. There was no one around, and there was none of these. This is now opening here. This is now opened. These are popping up. I'm wondering if this is just quiet generally along here, because you don't normally see that many people around here. There are more. There's a cafeteria out here with stuff. Anyway, enough of this. And definitely enough of that. Right. Okay, so now let's look at the numbers. And generally, the numbers have gone up pretty much everywhere. The bardies in Zurich at the moment are the outside bardies are closed until further notice, which is not good news. But yeah, they're 3.6, and we were doing so well. And this, England, I don't know what's going on. How can you all of a sudden have all these people here? These are confirmed cases, and then you have this great jump back of minus almost 9.5%. Something's not right there. Something's really not right. And this is Spain. They've got an increase as well, 1.5, but they're not doing too bad. And this is Germany, 0.2. But it'll be interesting to see what happens now over the next few weeks, because we've got one more week where everyone is around at school, and then after that, everyone's on holiday. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Just be interesting to see. Right, so kind of okay, so that's it for this week's Photographic Friday. I hope you enjoyed the low light demonstration, and hopefully I'll see you next week, but you may not. I will see. I'll see what happens. I say the children are on holiday, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.